the GOAT, our friend Ashley, and myself, Jacob, and we are going to dive in together to the movie Trap. Hello, guys.
Hello, Jacob. Hello,
Hello.
Ashley. I'm kind of like amazed, Ashley, that you have not brought up my hat yet that I have on.
Greatest of all time.
Yeah, I'm not. See, here's the thing. Jacob went to the mall and Jacob and his wife Laura brought this and gave this to me Saturday night.
That's so
I did.
sweet.
And my wife is like, I hate that hat. You look like an idiot. You look like a moron.
I did apologize as soon as I handed it to you. I looked at her and I
Wait.
said, I am sorry.
But why? What's wrong with the? I don't get it.
She says I look like a tool bag. Like I think
Oh,
I'm great.
okay. Well, I thought you were doing it like specifically for that reason. So I thought like pop
Because
off.
I think I'm great. Oh my
Well,
gosh.
I thought like you wanted to like make a statement. So like, why would I?
Yeah.
hear
Oh
that from
wow!
you?
I'm making a statement.
In a good
You
way,
hear me?
though.
Listeners, MTD, I'm making a statement right now. I'm the GOAT of nothing. He is great. I like that.
I
MTD
am
never
the
brags
greatest
on
of
me.
nothing.
He's great.
Goat of nothing.
I'm the GOAT of eating goats.
It's like
Listen.
it's like such a Michael Scott thing to say.
It is.
I'm the GOAT of nothing. Nothing. We got MTD in the house. He's chilling. He's ready. I love getting MTD on. He's always like, "What movies are we watching?" And I text him the movie, so he knows. He's ready. He knows we're doing what movie, Jacob?
We are doing the movie Trap with honestly with Josh Hartnett, who we have not heard of or seen of in a very long time.
Where'd they find him at? The nursing home?
That's
or
a great
what?
question because
What do
he
you
has not been
mean?
anything
How old
forever.
Is he now? How
He's
old
old.
is he?
50s.
Let's look it up.
I'm looking it up.
Oh, okay.
His hair in this movie is weird to me. And
I hated his hair in
Yes.
this movie. I
His
hated his hair
hair-
in this movie.
It
Hated
looks terrible. Born in 78.
Nope,
so he's,
we're not doing the math. No. That's not
well, I
fair.
can tell
Don't do
you,
that.
I'm 40,
46.
45, so he's 46.
He must be turning 47 really soon.
He probably
in
turns
July.
47 this year because I turned
Yeah.
46 this year. So he's getting up there. Best Josh Hartnett movie. I'm gonna throw it out there. The Faculty was really good. I liked him in The Faculty.
Yeah.
I truthfully, I can't say that I'm well versed in his repertoire.
The Hartnett history.
He is very much a teen throb romance movie guy. Is
He was
what
in
he
Pearl
did.
Harbor.
He was in Pearl Harbor. He was in another like little
40 Days and
love
40 Nights,
movie.
but I never
Man, that movie
I never
was
saw that.
stupid.
He was in The Black Dahlia, which the premise
Which
of
is
the
stupid.
movie. Well, I love like old Hollywood murders. I love
Yes.
murder. So,
He was in Black Hawk Down, which was great.
I didn't see that one. But
That was good.
What he was in he was in, I think it was called Wicker Park.
Oh, that's terrible. That's
I
one of his
haven't
worst
seen-
movies.
Yeah, that was like a
Oh,
very artsy movie.
Wait, MTD watched Oppenheimer? He says, "I look." MTD never ceases to amaze me. He's
Wait.
like, no way. Wait.
Wait, so
you
did
watch?
you watch it or not?
He said, "I loved him in Oppenheimer," and then he says, "No way." No.
No.
I like how MTD talks.
Truthfully, he was not memorable in Oppenheimer. Not
Not
in a
memorable.
bad way. It's just that we really were. I guess he was fine. He was the other professor, right? Like we weren't focused on that. In
I
the
feel
movie.
I feel like he was in a movie that I really liked back in the day, and I can't think of.
He
what
was
it
in
is.
Here on Earth, which was
Nope.
like he was like the little farm boy, and then the prep boy came, was trying to take his girlfriend, and then they blow up her restaurant.
He was in the Virgin Suicides, and that's a good
Yep,
movie.
he was in that also. He
That's
was in
pretty
O.
good. That's
good
not bad. That should be a future movie. Torture, by the way.
I
Oh.
like that movie. And the Faculty. You're right. Is a great film.
He was in Halloween H2O. That was
Yes.
that's he was Jamie Lee Curtis's son in that movie.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when he got hooked up in the Kevin Williamson horror genre. But he was in Hollywood Homicide too, which with Harrison
He
Ford.
was.
So he was big in the early 2000s. That was his heyday. He's
But I
from
like-
Minnesota, Jacob.
He is from Minnesota, but like Ashley said, he's not really that memorable. Like I had to
He's
take a
not.
look up all these movies.
Yeah, like it's interesting for him to lead to be like the leading man in a movie because
Yeah.
it's, and I'm not even saying it as a diss. Like I don't dislike him. I wouldn't call any of his performance, not any, I don't want to say that, but I wouldn't call, like in Oppenheimer, like it just, we weren't focused on that. Everyone in the theater was trying not to pee, right? It was so long. Like we were focused on one thing and one thing only. Getting through the
Peeing.
movie without
Peeing.
peeing in our pants.
Holding it in.
Or taking a dump, one of the two, in the middle of Oppenheimer.
I'm usually focused on that, but in Oppenheimer.
What's the last movie you cut off mid-movie to take a dump?
Okay, so here's the thing. Am I watching the movie on TV or on my computer?
You're watching it at home.
Right, but on
Well,
the
basically, what
TV?
she's getting to is on the computer. She got it off.
I
Oh,
could just
yes.
pick
The
it up.
computer's coming with.
You're on the
Like, I could just
TV.
pick
You're
up
on the
my-
TV. You got to hit pause.
Um,
And your
Oh,
husband's like, oh my gosh, again?
I don't know because I'm pretty good. Like I can like time myself, so I don't really know what it. It was probably like a Bravo TV show, but no, I would watch that on my computer. So maybe like The Office, something that we would have been. No, I don't remember. I don't know. I truly don't know.
I literally had to stop mid-episode and go take a dump about a month ago.
Wait, of this
Yes.
podcast.
Yes.
You need to go back to 3,000
Ashley.
miles to Graceland. Where I'm
Ashley,
like, I
it was
gotta
so
go out
great.
here.
We're in the middle of talking, and unfortunately for the listeners who listen on the podcast or listen through audio, didn't see this, but all of a sudden Brad got this really weird look in his face, and then this is what happened. So we're mid talking, all of a sudden he's like, "I gotta go right now," and just leaves. They were like, "What?"
I'm honestly so jealous.
And then I did it. I texted MTD because he's like, "What's going on?" I texted him, and then I came back. I'm like, "Sorry guys, I had to go take a dump. I couldn't. I would have crapped myself if I just stayed there."
He left his mic on. No,
Oh gosh,
he's like, I didn't eat that today. Like, what?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, man, Brad's really.
me and Roger are still trying to hold the conversation. All we suddenly just heard like Brad.
Ironically, though, listening to me take a dump probably more interesting than this movie at times. I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
like,
Definitely the
Agreed.
ending is you have a better ending when you're taking a dump.
oh,
This
you
is
feel
like-
so much better.
This could be two separate movies.
It definitely is. Do you want me to give a little quick
Yeah,
synopsis
yeah, I
before we
guess
start it?
Yes.
So basically, what happens is Josh Hartnett is taking his daughter to see a singer in Philadelphia at the arena.
Pop star, yeah.
A pop star. They go. His daughter is so excited, but there's a killer in town, a serial killer, and he's not eating fruity pebbles. He's murdered, and he is the serial killer. Which I think this movie would have been better if they hadn't have told you that up front. Like you're still trying to figure out who the killer is in the audience, and spoiler alert. They know the killer is going to the concert, so they're locking the place down. So he has to figure out how to get out of the arena without getting arrested, and he is constantly going.
That was me that just texted you.
Oh, okay.
Blank.
And he's constantly going, and he comes back and he figures a way out, and then it's a new movie at that point. Now he kidnaps the pop star. They're at his house with his wife. Blah, 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 blah. She tries to save the day. It's so dumb. In the end, he ends up does he end up getting arrested or killed? I can't even remember.
He ends up
Arrested.
getting arrested, but the ending, he just like unhooks his
Handcuffs, yeah.
handcuff.
So he's driving off. He's smiling really weird. And then he's
Yeah, and
The
he's like
camera comes into a
laughing.
smile. Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
I didn't like
it was just so ridiculous because
It
we
is.
watch these M. Night Shyamalan movies and I love M. Night Shyamalan, but we watch the movies for an epic twist, and there were so
Yes.
many ways this could have gone, and instead they were like, why don't we end it without absolutely anything and just
Well-
cut to black after he gets arrested and unhooks himself?
Hasn't he quit the twist? He doesn't do that anymore, right?
no. They were
didn't
claiming
know
that this
that.
was supposed to be his biggest twist yet. That's what the claim was.
Was
for
the
this
twist
movie.
that there wasn't one at all, and that the movie?
Well, there
just
was.
ends?
It was just not good.
What was
It
the
was
twist?
just-
I missed it.
What was the
it?
twist?
The
Explain
twist
it. What
was that the twist was that his wife knew he was the killer and the one that turned him in the whole
That-
time. That she
That's not a
followed him.
twist.
That's not a twist.
I understand, but that's what they're claiming the twist is that when she went to followed him when he was where he held his people, she knew it was him and found the movie ticket. So she called the police to tell them that the murderer looks like this and he's going to be at this concert.
But that's not a twist. That's just part of a movie that could have been any movie. That's not an M. Night
Correct.
Shyamalan twist.
But that's
I mean,
was supposed to
that
be
was
a big
I
twist.
dreamt that 3 days ago. Like that's nothing. Like
They
I
were
wanted
hyped.
it to, what?
Actually, they were hyping this movie up.
Yeah, and the
This-
promotion for it was huge. I mean, every time
was.
I opened TikTok and Instagram, there it was. But I wanted it to be either. I thought it would be great if the daughter was actually the killer, but in the sense that like she couldn't help it, like she was like killing people, so he had to like
Protect her.
cover it up and
Sure.
make it seem like it was him, or it was the wife and like he was just a suspect but it was actually the wife doing it. But it would have been better if it was the kid who like had some like goes blank and like murders people. Like,
Yeah.
that would have been
if the
awesome.
kid would have been the murderer and she's the one looking at her phone the whole time and he's like, why aren't you enjoying these? I spent so much money on these tickets. That would have been way more interesting. But I mean, I was reading people making predictions about this movie. They're like, this movie's gonna be so good.
Mhm.
There's rumors that Glass is gonna show up in this movie. Like this is and they were talking like, Glass or
yeah.
Yeah.
Samuel
that
L.
would've been
Jackson.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
The other guy, James McAvoy, a Split.
Mhm.
He was going to show up in it. Like this was in that world.
That'd
So
have
does
been
M.
amazing.
Night Shyamalan have like a universe now? Like is like I guess Bruce Willis like
He can't.
Could-
Bruce Willis can't remember it if he did
Whoa.
have one.
okay, but oh god, Brad.
He forgot that he was in Cop Out with you.
Yeah, with me. I love how you're like he forgot he was in his movie with me, where I had one line that was cut. But yeah,
Yeah.
you can see me like in the back, like walk past everybody.
Oh, I'm gonna have to watch it. I think it's on HBO right now. I'm gonna have to watch it. It's on
Is
the
it?
back.
But
I was like,
here's-
18.
In fairness, though, he did pull off the greatest twist ever, if you really think about it. Because the beginning part of this movie, to me, was great. And you thought you were watching a great movie. And then he drops
he
this big
twists-
twist that you were actually watching a very terrible movie the entire time. And you didn't realize it
Yeah,
until
How,
Joke's
how
on
does
you.
the movie start? I don't even remember how it started.
They're driving to the arena, right?
Yeah, they're on the
Oh,
way to the
right,
concert.
That was it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
He's
was
in his
it.
Kia, which must have paid a lot of. Was it a
A
Kia
lot.
or a
Yeah.
Hyundai?
It was like a Hyundai.
Let's talk about this. Okay, best Shyamalan movie by far, Sixth Sense. Right?
Sixth
We're gonna
Sense.
go. That's,
Yeah.
The Village
that's
is
like,
really good, but Sixth Sense is definitely number one.
okay. So we're gonna go Village 1 or Village 2, right? I would say Village probably 2,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna throw one out that I think is good. I liked The Visit, which was good. It came out 10 years ago, where the kids go visit their grandparents, but their grandparents
Oh
are
yeah,
like
yeah,
weird.
yeah, with Catherine Hahn, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's this. I'm gonna put that above Signs. I think it's better than Signs.
Yeah.
If I have to go M. Night Shyamalan.
I think
Um,
his show he did for Apple, was it The Servant? Did he do that? Emily?
Is that good?
I haven't
It's
seen it.
fantastic.
Wait. Okay, wait, hold on. I changed that. I'm going Sixth Sense, Village, Unbreakable. Unbreakable is really good.
Unbreakable's
It is
really
Unbreakable,
good.
yeah.
I think I'm gonna put Unbreakable 2. I'm gonna put Village 3. Then I'm gonna go Visit, and then Signs. But I think his worst movie is probably The Happening. It's with Mark Wahlberg. I'm gonna say there's a gas going around here. I'm gonna go Wahlberg.
I love Mark Wahlberg, but I don't claim that movie.
Oh, it's terrible. He probably doesn't claim it either.
I do
And-
love Marky Mark.
He did one called Old, which was
Oh, I
good.
saw that. I saw that one.
That wasn't bad. And he did Knock at the Cabin, which wasn't terrible.
That was a weird movie, but it wasn't
Is that
terrible.
with the gay couple, right? That's when the gay
Yeah.
couple or something.
Yeah,
it was-
with the handsome
And they have the daughter
what's his
in.
name? Yeah, what's the handsome guy's name?
You're talking about the guy from Dave Batista? You're Dave. You think Dave Batista's handsome?
No, the other. I don't know who that is. The other one.
I never miss Raw.
No. The other one. He was on Glee.
Yeah.
Handsome.
Oh, I don't
handsome
know.
man.
I don't know.
Yeah, that
You
was
lost
not
me.
a terrible movie. It was.
You lost me at Glee. Split wasn't bad either.
Split was great.
I
I thought
like
Split
Split.
was great. Great.
Never
And
saw Glass. I didn't see Glass.
I
Is
saw
that
it.
movie?
I
Glass
saw
was
it.
good.
The sequel. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
the third
saw
one.
it. It was good. It was good.
So he has a universe. I feel like we here at Hopecast have a universe because
We definitely
We're-
have a universe.
we have a universe. Maybe nobody cares, but we do. We show up on other people's shows all the time. It's like
All the time. No,
we just pass each other around. That's what we do. We're like,
we're hoes.
yeah, that's what I was getting at. But I feel like Shyamalan's lost his fastball. He's definitely Jacob. He's lost it, right? And now he's casting his daughter who can't act her way out of a plastic bag.
Who is she and stuff? I didn't even.
I don't know, but she got the lead role in this as the pop star.
Yeah, she's the
Oh
pop
my
star.
god, that was his. I knew
Yeah.
they looked alike. That
That's
was
his daughter. Yeah. And I feel
he's
like
got
Jacob and I could act better than her.
Yeah,
I
he's got the
didn't
same
know.
syndrome we talked about with Tim Burton, where they just got all this money thrown at them, so they're not even creative anymore. They just produce movies because they're getting paid millions of dollars to do it. They got to go back to where their movies were low budget, and they made them amazing.
Did Tim Burton ever have a low budget movie?
Yes.
Oh
tons of
yeah.
them.
What?
Yeah, he did. I
Edward
would
Scissorhands.
say
That was
Ed
low
Wood is
budget?
Ed Wood is probably low budget.
Ed-
MTD.
yeah.
What's the budget on Edward Scissorhands and what's the budget on Trap? We haven't even talked about the budget
That's
on this
true.
movie yet.
But that it
I'm-
had to have a big budget.
Oh no,
had to.
it can't. I'm saying 20 million. 20 million for this movie.
They
tops.
gave Jason Hartnett or Josh Hartnett like $20.
30 mil. I was
30
close.
mil.
$30
Wow.
million
Wow.
budget.
I
That's not bad.
honestly would have thought minimum 55. I was going to say.
So this movie cost 220 million less than Red One on Amazon.
Wow! Oh wow! What like?
That's because it was The
like
Rock's
a-
fault for making them be late all the time. Not sure.
Yeah, because he peed in bottles. But
bottles. Yes.
this movie cost.
Wow! It made money. It made $52 million.
Yeah, this movie was 160 million less than Joker 2 budget was. Because Joker 2 was $190 million budget. And it grossed 82, so it's a hit, man. Worldwide, M. Night's probably like cashing those checks, man. And I don't understand it because if this whole movie had stayed in the arena, excellent movie, man.
Yeah, I
Excellent
agree
movie.
with that.
Agreed,
I agree
yes.
with that.
Like, the Kid Cudi role, why do we got to see this guy? I don't even understand why he's in this movie.
I legit.
He's such
wait,
he's such a jerk in this
literally
movie.
forgot who is he in this? I don't even remember.
You
He's
see him in the back a lot. Yeah,
He's the black guy who is like, "Come on, girl," and he's like cussing at the dancers. He's a dancer.
I
And
can't remember the line.
He looked at
said.
Josh Hartnett and is like, "Call me." Like he thought Josh Hartnett was like the
Oh, I do
hottest guy in the
remember that
world.
part. I do remember. Well, here's the thing: Josh Hartnett isn't ugly. Like, let's be realistic. He's a handsome man. Like, I'm not gonna like sit here and say he's not attractive. He's
Okay,
a good-looking guy.
Okay, so here's what I'd like to see. I want to see Josh Hartnett call Kid Cudi, and then Kid Cudi be miss the dance because he's the one on the camera being trapped in the room. That would be better. I want to see somebody that's missing from the arena that they're like, we haven't seen this guy show up. He never misses. And it's because Josh Hartnett hooked up with him on one of the gay websites and brings him back to his house,
On
puts
one
him
of
in
the
a
gay
basement.
ones. You know what they also didn't go into in this movie? Like why he was like killing. Like they like
Yeah,
'cause
what's his
also
motive?
He's
Yeah,
an
they don't.
intellectual killer. Like he goes through the time to lock them up to do things to them. He's like he's torturing them. So I want to know. Like they didn't tell us like why.
Is
Yeah,
he
they don't
bored?
cover
Is he bored at home? Is he bored with his wife?
I like that actress. She was on The Newsroom, which is one of the best television shows of all time. Aaron
I've
Sorkin.
never watched that.
Best show in the world. I might rewatch it. Like I watch it maybe once a year. I might get up on that tomorrow.
Really? It's that good? Better than
In-
Breaking Bad?
Okay, here you go. I couldn't even get through Breaking Bad.
What?
Oh my gosh, Ashley. Well, we know you're about 10 minutes and done.
Yeah.
So who is okay? That's Allison Pill. That's his
Yeah,
wife,
yeah,
Allison
yeah.
Pill.
Real quick,
She's
so
great.
they spent $30 million on this movie, and it's rumored that Josh Hartnett got paid $3 million to be the lead in this movie. That's it.
So where'd the rest of them? They had to rent the Philadelphia arena,
Yeah.
Basically.
and shoot in it. I mean, I don't.
Wait, he really his rate is only $3 million for him, like Josh Hartnett.
Apparently, and this is they say rumored Oppenheimer, he was only paid $400,000.
But I get Oppenheimer. What is like it is your pleasure to accept a role in that type of film. Like it's an ensemble. Everyone is paid probably like a different form of a rate besides Cillian Murphy.
What do you think Cillian Murphy made in this movie?
A lot. I think he made a lot. Who's that?
Yeah, he has one of the best lines in the movie that me and Laura both would quote to each other.
Kid Cudi.
Oh,
I'm not going to say the bad word in it, but he was like, "You better bring me my kombucha," and then does a word that kind of goes with kombucha.
Oh
but,
my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Kid Cudi says it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What don't you want to be like the director where you request who you want and it's their honor to be in your movie? You could pay
But that is M. Night Shyamalan. That's the thing. Like,
No, it's not. No, he is not. These big actors are not clamoring to be in a Shyamalan. There's no way. There's no way. Shyamalan of 2000, yes. Shyamalan of 2025, heck no. There's not like he doesn't even cast big name actors in his movies. Is McAvoy a big actor?
James McAvoy, yes, he is.
Yeah,
big actor. Big and like talent beyond belief. Big time famous.
Okay, here's the thing. Paul Thomas Anderson, who made Boogie Nights, right? He can get Tom Cruise to come in and do a small role in that really crappy follow-up in California. I forget the name of it. Like those actors, when Ben Stiller can get Tom Cruise to come in and have a foul mouth on Tropic Thunder, like that's when Shyamalan's not getting those guys. Tom Cruise is not lining up to be in a Shyamalan movie.
But if a Shyamalan script got on Tom Cruise's desk, do you think he would read it? And if he liked it, do you think he would do it?
His agent would.
He might read it, but I don't think he's like, you got to give me like Tom Hanks all of a sudden now is showing up in Wes Anderson movies all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And in when Wes Anderson was making Rushmore, there's no way Tom Hanks is reading a Wes Anderson script.
Mm-hmm.
It's not happening. But now all of a sudden he's showing up in these really weird. Wes Anderson, by the way, way overrated director. He was good in Rushmore. I liked Bottle Rocket. I liked the Royal Tenenbaums, but his last movies have been so weird. I have no desire to watch them. Like that Asteroid City looks dumb.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what actors want to be in. I just don't think Shyamalan's a guy that they're like, I gotta be in a Shyamalan movie. But like, but who's the director of Oppenheimer? What's his name? Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan, yeah.
So Christopher Nolan could message Hartnett and say, your whole character is going to talk to a toilet. And you're just going to be in there just talking to a toilet.
Yeah.
And there would probably be actors going, sign me up. I'm going to do that because I'm going to be in a Nolan film.
100%.
That's where we got to get people for our network, right? I'm going to be on the Hopecast because they can have me talking to toilets and I'm going to be on there.
It's going to be huge.
MTD's like, I'm training them. They're getting there. You're talking to a toilet.
Where is MTD? We haven't heard from you in 7 minutes.
I know. He's grossed 82 worldwide, and then he got quiet on us here for a month. He's like, I'm watching the Shyamalans.
I'm watching the Shyamalan.
And now we're cursed with his daughter. She's got to move. He got 2 daughters now. One that can't act and one that can't direct. She directed that really weird looking movie, The Watchers, that came out last year.
The Watchers. What was that one?
Yeah, exactly.
Wait,
I'm shocked it's not on Movie Torture. We probably will do that on Movie Torture. It's got Dakota Fanning in it, who's still around.
Yeah. I didn't know that was his daughter.
Yeah, he's taken over Hollywood.
But
But let's get back to his daughter in this movie. She
Okay.
sucks as an actress. She has no charisma. She's
She
like,
does.
hey, I'm going to go backstage. Oh,
Oh yeah.
everybody, dance with me. And this,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
so
she was excited to be there, but also she was like, I could leave. Like I
Yeah,
don't have to
like-
be here.
I'm only here because my daddy gave me this role. That's the only reason, right?
Yeah.
I mean, she is so lacking.
She's beautiful though. You got I thought like she is
Oh,
so pretty.
she's a smoke show in this movie. I mean, for real.
I
She
didn't
is.
think her acting was that bad.
Ashley, come on. I'd rather had you in this role. I would have cast
Well,
you.
I
in
would
this role.
also rather be in this role. But-
You know who you need to hire as your agent, right? You need to get MTD to be your agent. Let him push you around Hollywood.
Will you do it, MTD? You say you're here, but I don't see you.
He's Agent Ashley. That's his goal, is to get you the. Oh, that would be such a fun reality show where we follow MTD and Ashley, and they go around Hollywood trying to nail big roles, and
I
he's
just think
always in there.
a great reality show is just like all of us, like just talking. Like,
But he's
just
like,
it.
you gotta have her in your show, and it's like,
Yeah.
what's the name of the show? Well, it's
matter.
about. It doesn't matter. She's Jewish and white, but this isn't. We need someone of color. I don't care. She can do it. That's all right. Ashley, show him. He's always like that.
she's such a good actress. She could play that for you.
She'll do it. She can do anything. Is what he said. She can do anything. You want her to stand on her head? She's doing it. She just said full frontal. She'll do
Jump
it.
for the
I don't
man.
care.
Come on, come on, come on.
She only does roles with nudity. This is a kids' movie. I don't care. She needs to do it. It's in the contract. 30%, baby.
It's PG. It ain't now.
It's not PG. We only do a PG-13.
It's now an MTD.
Yeah,
Who are you? I'm her agent. I trained the voice.
I trained.
You know he's not real, right, Mr. TD? That's what they call him, Mr. TD.
Mr. TD.
I actually next time I'm gonna wear my trained Voorhees shirt.
Yeah, I wear this
Love
every episode now. This is I just wear this shirt every time to promote that.
What, you don't like my plain T-shirt?
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
TD's like, you're gonna start wearing merch. It's gonna have me on it.
If you're gonna wear clothes, it's got to be merch.
It's gotta be merch, baby. Merch. He's like, MTD starts showing up. Brad told me you would wear my tee.
I do. I wear it to bed.
Brad told me you wear my tee.
Sleeping.
Oh my gosh.
I do.
MTD is very close to Ashley's.
Breasts.
Is that where you
And
keep your
they're all-
agent?
They're all shellacked in lotion.
Oh my gosh.
I,
MTD's like, oh my gosh.
my husband doesn't even want to be there.
I'm getting you the new Harry Potter movie. The TV show. Aren't
I
they
would
making
love
that?
that? Yeah.
Oh
She
my
needs to wear
gosh.
it inside out.
Wait, can you? She needs to wear it inside out.
This used to be an appropriate podcast.
This
Oh
took a
my
turn.
gosh. Can you do a British accent?
Oh, I used to be able to. I don't know if I could now. I guess it depends where.
Like, we need to know if MTD's casting you in the new Harry Potter.
Even in the wizarding world, hearing voices isn't a good sign. It's not good.
I needed to be a little more.
That's Cockney. You have to give me like a genre. What do you mean? I gave
I
you a
needed
classic.
to be more Harry Potter. Oh my gosh, I gotta go get that out of the bonnet.
Okay, but that's like, please, sir, may I have some more? That's like you're going like.
Please,
you just said
sir,
a
may I have
You just
some
said
more?
like a British accent. You didn't say I want you to develop a character and you're like a beggar on the street.
Yeah. Okay, be a beggar on the street with me. Okay, we need some cheese and crumpets.
I just can't do this. Cheese and
Denied.
crumpets, eh? That's what you want. That's
I'm
what you
hungry.
want.
My belly is hungry.
No pie. You don't want pie. You want cheese.
I
and
like
crumpets.
chocolate pie.
No, make
Now you sound
pie.
Australian.
Northern. Northern.
Let me ask you: do you think an ice cream cake is a
Ice cream.
cake?
Is a cake. Well, that's actually a very good question. I think ice cream cake is a cake, but is cheesecake a cake? And on top of that, is cheesecake a cake or pie? Because what is
It's a pie.
It's a pie, but it's
It's a
called a
cake.
cheesecake.
Yeah, but Jacob's wife insists that ice cream cake is not a cake. But I think
It's just
she's
a
right.
large it's
Jacob,
just a large scoop of ice cream. Is that what you're saying?
why didn't we bring up the cheesecake? Because people have no problem
True.
calling the cheesecake,
Cheesecake.
a cheesecake.
Mhm.
But she refuses to call an ice cream cake an ice cream cake.
That's true.
What does she call it?
It's ice
She
cream.
just-
She said
it's
it's
ice
just
cream.
ice cream
Yeah.
with icing,
Because
buttercream
she likes
icing.
cake with ice cream.
Wait, does an
But not
ice
an
cream,
ice cream
cake
cake.
have buttercream frosting on it?
It does, doesn't it? It could.
It
It?
has some type of frosting on it. I don't know if it's buttercream.
Maybe
See,
it's not
that to me
buttercream.
is weird. That's weird to put frosting on ice cream. I thought it was just like a shaped ice cream. I don't even know.
Now,
what
It
I thought.
is.
a cookie cake. Now those I don't like. I'm not a cookie cake guy.
Yeah, I think MTD is right. I think it's whipped cream on ice cream cake.
Oh,
probably
okay.
true.
I not only can agent you, but I can also tell you all types of ice cream.
He has whipped cream at home. It's waiting for me.
Oh my gosh. Put it inside out. Whipped cream. He said LOL.
LOL.
Laugh out loud. Okay, so back to this movie.
Right.
Even though you didn't, you got to watch the movie. It's going to be good. So we meet the nice shirt salesman guy. And
Yeah, I
this
really
is
liked him.
this is so stupid because he is only here to push the story along. Like he's constantly telling just dialogue that nobody in their right mind would ever be sharing with anybody
Right.
at a concert.
Never.
No, they're
Not
told
in a
they're under
million
this
years.
massive lockdown, that they're looking for this crazy murderer. And then he's like, "Oh, hey, strange guy, let me tell you all the secrets of where they're hiding everything, and let me bring you into the secret back room so you can see where everybody's hiding."
And I'm
Yeah,
going to
but-
give you the secret code.
That's right.
But like so many rules were broken throughout the entirety of like their entire conversation.
Yeah.
The black guy's going to jail, right?
I mean,
At
he
the end-
did help the guy kind of escape.
He's an accessory.
He's an
Yeah.
accessory. He told him the passwords. He told him all this stuff. Like at the end, he's going to go to the police station and go, "I think I told him stuff. I'm the reason he did it."
I thought
That's
something was
happening.
going to happen with the friend's mom that kept annoying him outside.
Oh, yes.
Like I thought something bad was going to happen there. Not so much like I honestly thought he was going to do something to her, like to just get her to shut up.
Didn't he push her down the
Yeah.
stairs, or was that just some random lady?
No, he just
Pushed
pushed a rando down the stairs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
okay.
to like
He should have pushed
cause
her
a-
though. It would have made it
He
more
should've.
interesting.
It would
Been
have.
like, oh man, he just took this next level stakes, man. Like he's put, and you know that would have been on camera. They have so many cameras in these places.
Right, that's also a thing. Like, how is nobody like on top of just the cameras that are already set up? What about like the police cameras on top of them? Like,
Yeah.
how
Right.
how is no one seeing anything?
Yeah,
And
like he's. Oh my God.
And he's able to traverse through this whole like concert the entire time. No one questions him. Like everybody's just happy with his answer. No matter what he gives, they're like, "Oh, okay, makes
Yeah.
sense."
The
Like-
science makes sense.
It's so stupid, and he's like just he's constantly leaving his daughter by herself at the concert, which to me seems
Yes.
pretty lonely.
Also, I'm sorry, but why? I wasn't even allowed. Like at that age, I don't think I was allowed to go to a concert by myself. So or like with friends. You know what I mean? Like how he's just cool like leaving her at the seat. No way.
Yeah, he's like, "You stay here while I go."
How old is she? 14, 13?
At the most,
Yeah, I think it's
14.
I
like
don't even
14.
yeah, I don't even think 14. I think she's younger.
yeah, it's at the most 14. I think.
Also, how
right?
tall is Josh Hartnett? He seemed very tall in this movie.
Does he wear lifts?
He's probably like 6'2".
I don't don't think
You think he's 6'2"? I was thinking 5'9". Let's see. That was a scene from that movie. I was trying to pull up his. This is weird. It's like,
And then he blows up that poor girl's face
Right.
as he throws all
Right, he
those bottles
does.
into the deep fryer.
He does.
oh yeah, he's so mean, man. He is 6'3". Wow.
Okay.
Oh, he's a tall dude.
Yeah, he's been married for 3 years to Tamsin Edgerton. I wonder if he's married to the guy from Carry On's sister.
That was gonna be my next question. Is he married?
Oh, I bet it is his sister. She was born in 1988. Oh my gosh, he really likes young girls, man.
Wait,
And-
1988, so 34?
Yeah.
Okay, she married her boyfriend of 10
Wait.
years.
That's not right at all.
Your math is not great.
Wait.
She's 36.
That is I like thought I was like, wait, I know my age and I'm not born in the 80s. So, like, why did I think that okay.
They have 3 children, 2 daughters and a third child. They don't say what it is. They say they
Yeah.
have 3 children, 2 daughters and a third child, born in 2019. So yeah, she set up Tallulah Riley with Elon Musk.
Oh, and they're not together anymore, right?
I don't know his. Maybe she's not. Maybe she's not. Edgerton, I don't know. I guess she's not kin to Taron Edgerton.
So is he hanging out with Elon Musk? Does he get a good deal on Teslas?
That'd be pretty sweet.
Oh, that would be sweet.
Yeah.
I'd like to have Teslas. She
Well,
has cited Takashi Kitano as her favorite film director. That sounds so film schooly.
What does she do? Does she do anything?
She's an actress.
Love it. What is she in?
She has been in The Brothers Grimsby in 2016 with, does anybody like Sacha Baron Cohen outside of Borat? Does anybody care?
No.
I don't
He
think
was
so.
He was in something. I don't remember. A musical.
He was in the Johnny Depp
Yeah.
the Sweeney Todd.
Demon
Sweeney
Barber.
Todd.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Fleet. That was good. But this movie has Sacha Baron Cohen, Mark Strong, and Rebel Wilson. I think it's Fat Rebel Wilson because it was 2016. And I gotta say, I prefer Fat Rebel Wilson over Skinny Rebel Wilson. She's funnier. I like Fat over Ozempic Wilson.
Have you seen the movie? Isn't it romantic?
Yeah, that's pretty stupid, right?
No, I love that movie so much. I love that movie. I love
Ashley,
it.
I have seen
That
it.
is-
Pretty stupid.
I
That
love
is a
it.
future. That is a future movie torture.
Oh, I'll come on for that. I love that movie.
Isn't it romantic? It's a 5.9. I like what MTD says. Fat comedians are funny.
Well, am I funny?
You're not fat.
But I'm just asking as a comedian.
So you just told her she's not funny.
Yeah, that's why I asked. Like, you've never seen my stand up. Only
I
what
watch
I've,
your
like,
I watch
posted.
your reels. I watch your
No,
reels.
right. Only what I posted, but like you've never seen me do stand up like a set.
When you come to Minnesota,
Oh yeah, when I come
and
to
do a show.
Minnesota.
huh?
When I
That
come
was
to
the
Minnesota
best-
and do a show.
Are you
That
gonna
was the-
let Jacob and I come backstage?
150%.
Yeah, Jacob, we get to go backstage. That's
That'd
pretty
be
awesome.
awesome.
Man.
But that was
Yeah.
like the best sequence ever. Poor Ashley goes, "Well, am I funny?" Brad's answer, "Well, you're not fat."
Oh, MTD goes, no, I already said that. He said, I've never seen it.
Am I on YouTube?
He's
No.
seen all of you, but he hasn't seen your act. I don't understand that.
He hasn't even seen all of me.
Am I funny? Well, you're not fat.
Yeah, right. That was my sequence. Just
You are
nice.
funny, Ashley. You're the comedian of our network, so you got to
That's true.
keep the
Thank you.
jokes coming.
Lots of laughs.
Yes, likes and flaps. Oh,
My
he's
slim
complimenting you.
face.
Yeah, he's slimming it.
Thank
Look,
you. I didn't contour or anything today, so I appreciate that. Thank
he's
you.
yeah, dropping the compliments, Ashley.
I love it.
So when you come to Minnesota, we're backstaging it, right, Jacob?
100%.
100%.
Yeah, and we're gonna be cheering you on. We're gonna be like, go Ashley! What if we came and MTD was heckling you as you were doing your act? He's like, sit down, and you're like, oh my
Wow.
gosh, MTD.
Hecklers are fun, but it depends. Like sometimes they're obviously not, right? It just depends what they're saying. I mean, if they're like talking over your joke or finishing, I hate when someone in the audience like yells out their own punchline. It's like, why would you do that? Sit down, you're too skinny.
Sit down, you're too skinny. I only like fatties on stage. I'll have you gaining weight. You're eating two Big Macs for lunch and 3 Whoppers for dinner. Let's go.
I don't think I've ever had a Whopper, by the way.
What?
What?
How have you never had a Whopper?
Like because I In-N-Out is
Gross.
so much better. No,
No,
false.
In-N-Out is so overrated. It's
In-N-Out's
disgusting.
delicious. I
No.
love
It's
In-N-Out.
overrated. It's overrated.
No, you're wrong. In-N-Out is amazing.
You're
Oh,
telling
see,
MTD
MTD.
he's wrong.
You're wrong.
I would eat Whataburger over In-N-Out.
I've had Whataburger. I
It's
prefer
better.
Even
In-N-Out.
Five Guys is better than In-N-Out.
No, I think
Well,
In-N-Out.
Five Guys takes all your money though. They're expensive.
They do.
In-N-Out's at least cheap.
I think I've been to Five Guys once.
I went, but I took a loan out before we went and made sure I had financial backing when I went in there. I'm like, I've been approved for a $50 meal, so I'm eating $50.
There you go.
What? So what were we talking about? Oh, what were we talking about? You were talking about something, Ashley.
Well,
Totally.
just not being funny.
No, you are. I
Full
just like how
frontal and funny.
MTV says you're too skinny.
Sit down. You're too skinny.
That's his heckle. Sit down, you're too skinny.
Eat a sandwich.
Eat a sandwich.
I do.
Mazel.
Mazel. Yeah, that's when there are people like happy in the audience. I'm like, Mazel. What are we happy about? Like, why are you watching comedy if you're happy? People don't go to a comedy show when they're happy.
Yeah, they don't.
I'm like, what?
You should call your stand-up tour the Mazel tour.
It's actually not a bad. That's not a bad name for a tour for me because I say Mazel all the time on my.
You do. Like me and Jacob always joke. That's your line to me. Like Mazel. Like if you were a wrestler, I think we said that in the wrestling episode when MTD was training her to be a wrestler. You were in that episode when we talked about you, and I said Ashley goes Mazel as she like breaks your face open.
Mazel. MTD. Mazel Tov is congratulations in Hebrew.
What does that mean? Oh, yeah.
He was asking what does it mean?
Yeah.
So mazel. I just say mazel.
The mazel. There's some comedians that I don't find funny. I find you funny. I don't find Amy Schumer funny.
I actually thought Trainwreck was really funny. I thought that movie was really funny. I've seen her stand up, and I think I really liked some of her jokes, and some of them I wasn't the right audience. I think that also happens where like sometimes like you're just the wrong audience for certain jokes. Like I've done the same joke with two completely different crowds, and it killed with one crowd. Like I mean, eruption laughs, and then the other crowd was like, okay, like nothing. So it really just like you have to read the room. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, you do definitely have to read the room. I would say, as far as stand-up goes, I don't find Amy Schumer funny, but I do find like, Nate Bargatze funny. I find Jerry Seinfeld funny.
Okay, come on, it's ridiculous. Like I do find one of the greatest comedians of all time to be very funny. So that's something about me that you don't know.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking
I
about?
like I tell you somebody that's not funny, but they're funny on their TV show is Tosh. I don't
Tosh
find
Point
his stand up funny. Yeah. But I like Tosh Point oh. That was although I loved watching Tosh Point oh, man. That
Yeah,
was
I
so,
actually
his
like the
lines
show.
on
I've
there.
never seen it, but I've never seen a stand up. I mean, because a lot of the time, like Tasha, I'm sure he has like writers behind the scenes, like writing stuff for him.
Yes, he does, and he's
Yeah.
better on that. I'll tell you somebody else who's funny. Adam Carolla's funny,
Yeah.
and I like the fact. Jacob, did you know this? Adam Carolla has cursed his whole set. Like he's a big foul mouth dude,
yeah.
right?
Oh, really?
But he got challenged by Angel Network, the Mormon network,
Okay.
right, to come on Dry Bar Comedy, and he now has a whole comedy show on there that's clean. He did his first ever clean act. He said they
Okay.
challenged me,
Mazel.
and I went on there and I did a clean act on Dry Bar Comedy because that's where you're supposed to go watch comedy with your family. And I think that's pretty cool that he was like, I know I say a lot of bad words, but I'm going to go in here and try to be funny without using a bad word. And he did it.
That's cool.
There are a lot of
Yeah.
mics in LA that are clean mics. That means
Really?
like you can't curse, but you can like talk about like you can talk about sex or like I can talk about diarrhea, but I can't curse.
Oh, what if you do they just turn your mic off and kick you out?
My husband just texted me, so he's I guess he's watching or listening, and he just said Adam Carolla is funny.
Well, me and your husband have
Yes,
that
sir.
in common. I listened to his podcast for years. I met Adam Carolla one time.
You did?
I did. Okay, I've got a picture with him. So my wife and I went out to California. We had been married a year.
So he was still in
And-
California at this time.
Yeah, and his podcast. This was back in 2011. His
Oh.
podcast was booming at the time. And I went and watched a podcast recording live. We planned it where we could go. So we went to Universal and we went to their comedy club, the John Lovitz Comedy Club.
Mm.
And his guest was now canceled TJ Miller. But
Oh.
back then, this was pre Silicon Valley TJ Miller. And he was funny. I find TJ Miller funny. But we got to meet him. And then afterwards, he signed a movie I bought of his and got my picture with him. Really nice guy. So
Why is TJ Miller canceled? I guess I missed that.
he got canceled, didn't he, Jacob? Because
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah.
they accused him of some like sexual stuff on. They fired him from Silicon Valley, I think.
Really?
And Ryan Reynolds refused to have him back for Deadpool, Wolverine.
I had I literally had no idea, or maybe I didn't.
He's got a lot of beef with Ryan Reynolds, by the way. He doesn't
Yes.
like Ryan Reynolds. I'm starting to wonder. I know we're not really talking about Trap, but I'm bringing this up. I'm starting to wonder if Ryan Reynolds is a fake nice guy.
100%.
Like after hearing this Blake Lively stuff that he's done, I'm starting to wonder. And then you hear TJ Miller talk about how he's not really that nice of a guy. Like I'm starting to wonder where there's smoke, there could be a little fire about Ryan Reynolds kind of being a douchebag.
I think he comes off a very arrogant, kind of better than most attitude that could rub people the wrong way very easily.
I don't.
But he does seem nice, though, right? He seems like a guy you would want to hang out with.
Yeah, but even the niceness, he exudes like this arrogance, like I'm the man, and you all know it.
And I even read last night. I read this online that him and Blake Lively knew about Hugh Jackman having an affair on his wife and wouldn't tell her. Like they were all friends, all four of them, and wouldn't let the wife in on the news. I read that. So those three
Hugh
knew it.
Jackman is now with what's her face from Broadway and Younger.
Well, yeah, they always trading for Younger, right?
No, the show Younger.
Oh, the girl from Younger.
Yeah,
Well, that was a good show. My wife and I used to watch that all the time.
I'm watching it right now. Her name is what is her name?
We should get her on the network.
Sutton Foster, isn't he? She was in Shrek on Broadway. She's a big Broadway.
She was good on Younger. My wife and I watched Younger every week when it came on back in the day, 10 years ago. But he did leave his wife. He was having an affair. and the Reynolds family knew about it, and they didn't let her know. And I think you got to know. I think you got to let them in. You can't not say that. You got to have the talk.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's called like girl code or friend code or whatever code. It's very interesting because it's kind of like if you're put in that position, if your best friend was cheating on his wife, would you tell his wife? Like, really think about it. Like, would you sit there and tell his wife?
I mean, I probably would not tell the wife, but I would talk to the friend.
Like, if I saw Jacob out with another chick, I'd have to talk to Jacob and be like, hey, bro, what's going on, man?
Right, but would you tell Jacob's wife?
I would make him do it.
That's why.
What if Jacob says, I will not do that? No, Brad. Then what?
I'll say, you're a lot bigger than me. I guess you're just not going to tell.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, when you put yourself in the position, you're kind of like, well, I get like,
Brad,
in my place.
Snitches get stitches.
Yeah, we're kind of talking about. Oh, this has got to be a future movie torture. The Kevin James Vince Vaughn dilemma. Remember that movie? That's where the best friend sees his friend having an affair, and he doesn't know what to do. Oh my gosh, it was a terrible movie. Look it up. Dilemma. Your husband's probably seen it.
Vince Vaughn.
I think Vince Vaughn's in it, right?
I have not seen it.
Oh, yeah. And Paul Blart.
And Winona Ryder. Winona Ryder's in it, I think. She's one of the wives.
No. Oh, yes. I love Winona Ryder.
We should do
Tatum's
that.
in it. Wait, Queen Latifah.
It's got a big cast. Yeah.
The cast is insane.
Is your husband? Did you tell your husband that you have forced us into Beautician and the Beast next month? By the way,
I didn't tell him that, but you know how many times I have forced him into watching Beautician and the Beast.
Okay.
I watched the trailer and I'm already done watching the movie.
No, you're not. It's the best film of all time.
Hey,
we watched the preview.
You stopped watching my favorite movie after 10 minutes. Payback is coming.
Trolls 2?
Troll 2, yeah.
This movie is so good. I don't even have word. Like, I might dress up for this movie. Like, I might put the hair back.
Oh, you should. Okay, here's the thing. Would instead of a Troll 2 table read, is a Beautician and the Beast table read even better? We do like a live reading.
I'll do it. I
and you're Fran Drescher. How does Fran Drescher sound? Like, annoying. That's her accent. Annoying.
Mr. Sheffield.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, exactly.
She's basically in love with Stalin. Right?
You know what? It's not entirely.
She likes a mustachioed man in this movie.
Well, you know what? He has some likable qualities. He was 007.
I said that in the movie, didn't I, Jacob? I said, I think that guy was, and you're like, I don't think so. I'm like, no, I think he might have been. He might have been.
You said, Jacob, you didn't think he was? That he was?
Well, I didn't recognize him at first.
MTD's dropping budgets on the Beautician. Only made 11 mil. Ashley spent 10 million of that, though. She was 10 million.
Seriously, I am the one that made them that money because I have been watching it religiously for over 20 years.
She created a GoFundMe just to fund Beautician and the Beast 2.
The GoFundMe is my bank account.
You should try to pitch a Beautician and the Beast 2.
Yeah, but what happens now?
I don't know.
At this point, just do what everybody else is doing in 2025 and remake it.
Just reboot it. Now the Beast is like a YouTube like.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
And then you're trying to create a YouTube channel and you end up meeting him. Now you're helping. You're like doing his hair to make him look good on YouTube. You can do something like that. Anyway, let's do some reviews. You got any reviews, Jacob, for this movie?
I can pull up some.
At the end of this movie, we talked about the end. It sucks.
The wife tries to poison him with his own stuff.
Yeah, she tries to poison. This is really stupid, man. I can't even.
No, it's really bad.
I did get my wife to watch this with me, though, so I think that is a win. I mean, she watched this with me. She was like, I'm going to watch this movie, Brett. I'm like, okay.
I watched it. You know what? I think this was one of my plane movies. I watched it on a plane.
Okay. Do you want some bad reviews?
Sure.
Yeah. I'm going to give the good ones. You get the bad ones.
Here's some bad one. The actual trap was sitting through this entire movie. This was from Jacob, not me. Felt trapped in the theater, so lots of trapping happening. And then the last one I have for this one is I don't even know how to explain this bad movie.
I have one. It's an 8 out of 10, which is really high. Not what people were expecting or wanting, it seems. I quite enjoyed this film. It was a different take of a well-tried cat and mouse hunt for a serial killer. M. Night went way out of his way to not give us the obvious, and that hasn't set well with people. What?
But I don't understand.
I don't understand.
He gave us the obvious.
He gave us the obvious like 5 minutes in. Like, like, I don't quite understand how he went out of his way to not give us the obvious. That's weird to me.
That is weird.
That's so weird.
It's exactly the opposite of what's true. Like, that's just...
It's exactly the opposite. I don't know, but this movie, Ashley, movie torture, movie gold.
You know, I usually like bad movies, but
what?
Like I can watch like
I think she hit her head, Jacob.
What other people find to be bad movies, I can like usually watch many times. But I got to tell you, this one, I think it's movie torture. I don't think it hits the criteria for movie gold.
Jacob, movie torture, movie gold.
It is movie torture. If you would end the movie after the concert, probably would have gave it a gold. But then you had to go on, and it's terrible torture.
I'm with you. Movie gold if it's just the concert. And Ashley, I think you would agree.
Yes, if they wrapped it up the right way.
Yeah, if they wrapped it up and she gets murdered or something, and she gets out in the trash heap, and the garbage man comes picks her up, then it's a weird ending. Yeah.
Right, and like and she just like disappears. No one knows where she goes, or like he gets a hold of her phone and starts updating her Twitter or something.
Yeah,
so it like seems like it's her, but she's really like dead.
Or his mom. Yeah. His mom's the actual like cop trying to chase him down.
Yeah, something like that. That would have been not Haley Mills from Parent Trap as the cop, which was super weird to me. This movie is movie torture. It's not the worst movie I've ever watched on this podcast by a mile. It's not.
No, it's not.
It's not. Wait, you say that. What is your worst movie?
Troll 2.
That's the worst? Oh, yeah, you did stop. That's not the worst movie.
That was a great movie.
Before we wrap, MTD wants to know, where can I see your stand-up? He's really wanting to see it.
It's all over my TikTok, I guess, for the next like couple days. And
is TikTok going away?
It might be. We don't really know, but we're thinking it's going away on January 19th. But also on my Instagram at That's Ashley's Kitchen, I have a lot of my stand-up. And my podcast is at Locks of Laughs Podcast. Just letting everybody know. Because I have some stand-up there too.
You do. And I'm trying to imagine MTD pulling up TikTok. Jacob, that's kind of funny, right?
That is
MTD,
really funny.
do you have
Let me get her on the TikToks.
Do you have Instagram? I have more of my clips on Instagram.
I'll send you some reels, MTD, because I send him my favorite reels to send MTD are Subaru reels because it's funny. So I'll send him reels about Subarus. And
it's just so random.
Yeah, he drives a Subaru, so I like picking on him about that.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, it's a lesbian car.
I've heard.
Yeah. So anyway, you can see your stand up there. But for MTD, for Ashley, not funny. He says not funny. He doesn't find them funny. Is he saying Ashley's not funny, or
no, I think
my
he was
Subaru
saying you about the Subaru thing?
What if he went and looked up your stand up? It's like not funny.
Like,
yeah, what if he like looked up my stand up and he was like, "No, you are not. You should give up. You're not fat.
You're not fat. You're skinny. You're
He's
terrible.
like, let me tell you something, Ashley. You're gonna put on some weight. We're gonna get you funny. Don't worry."
As far as compliments go, this has been like the best podcast for me. I really needed this, like for my
Oh.
mental state. Like I needed you should gain weight. Like I needed that.
Oh, he brags on you all the time. He's one of your biggest fans.
I love
Trust
that.
me.
Thank you,
Yeah.
MTD. Come on
You're
my
ranked, like,
podcast.
Oh, you should have him just come on and just type, and you talk to MTV.
Actually, I might.
That'd be
That
hilarious.
would be like a really good one. Maybe we'll
That
do
would
that.
be funny.
Anyway, well, for Ashley, for Jacob, my name is Brad. We'll see you next time on Movie Torture. First Lady, what's up? Can we hear?
Hello.